How are you doing?
It's a process, and I think it will probably hit me later on. I would say to the haters out there, you don't have a right to tell me how I mourn the loss of my second child. That's my domain.
Lesley Vogel, grappling with grief after losing both her adult children in the last few years, opening up about the moment she got the news that her daughter, actress Hayden Panettiere, had died in a South Carolina apartment last week at just 36 years old.
What was that moment like for you?
I was numb. I was just numb. I just couldn't feel anything. I still am not grasping this as real. It just doesn't feel real. My mind tells me it's not at times. You know, it's gonna be a process. I need a minute, guys.
According to the police report, Hayden's on and off again boyfriend Brian Hickerson and his brother Zach were also at the apartment when she was found. Police say the brothers called 911.
Having cardiac arrest, CPR is in progress.
Authorities say their preliminary investigation points to no evidence of foul play, but the DEA has now joined the case. Brian had previously pleaded no contest in 2021 to felony charges of injuring a partner connected to incidents involving Hayden. According to Lesley, the relationship with Brian accelerated in 2018 after Hayden handed over custody of her then 4-year-old daughter Kaya to her ex-fiancé Vladimir Klitschko.
The situation with Hayden and Vlad and their daughter, that was a very difficult period for her. Vlad had taken over custody, for safety. In my opinion, that was the catalyst that she just couldn't keep those demons away. I think she struggled, and Brian came into her life. She was vulnerable.
The mother-daughter duo intertwined personally and professionally from the time Hayden first appeared on screen, first starring in commercials at just 11 months old.
I'm so happy.
At 8, she had a recurring role in the soap Guiding Light.
I had to do it, Daddy. I had to.
And earned a Grammy nomination 3 years later for voicing Dot in A Bug's Life.
Dot!
Yes, Mother.
What did I tell you about trying to fly?
Not until my wings grow in.
But her breakout role came in the hit sci-fi series Heroes.
There's no burns.
Oh, I'm always nice.
Hayden then starring as a country pop star in Nashville, earning her 2 Golden Globe nominations.
This is one of my faves. This is from In the Limousine on the way to the premiere of A Bug's Life.
Lesley sharing several photos of Hayden's early life with us.
You said people don't know the truth about your and Hayden's relationship. What was the truth about your relationship?
I would say Hayden had a very happy life up until she got Heroes at 16. So here she was, the star of a major TV series. But I would say at about 17, I started seeing her going downhill. As she got older, then it wasn't my voice anymore. I wasn't in charge of her choices. I tried to give her the best advice I could. But again, any young person, teen, they want to be liberated. And I get that. I did get that.
Hayden and her mom were estranged in the star's final months. 1 year ago, her mom says she went to stay with Hayden to help her. She said Hayden wanted out of her relationship with Brian.
She knew that Brian was toxic. She knew she had to get him out of her life.
Hayden had talked about that relationship on the Tamron Hall show earlier this year.
This was during the peak of abuse, and that's how I was processing it and handling the anxiety. And addicts want a quick fix.
You were in a relationship. The person, number of public incidents, arrests, and painful moments, and you were self-medicating through this pain.
It wasn't just physical, it was manipulative. The psychological abuse that she was enduring. And he seemed very charming at first, which was very, it made it very easy to pull the wool over someone's eyes.
After pleading no contest to felony abuse charges, Brian recently told TMZ he had regrets, but they were still friends.
I went into such a dark place, man. Drugs, alcohol, booze. Good God Almighty.
But Vogel says things took a turn during her time with Hayden last year. After about 6 weeks together, she noticed Hayden pulling away, so she went back to her home in Florida.
What made you leave? What happened
Well,
between the two of you?
When I got the phone call from her saying, I'm going to be with the person I love. And I said, I just lost it. I lost it. I could not believe that she had gone that far back, that he had been successful in reeling her back in with all of the things he had done to her.
Vogel says Hayden was seeing Brian again. She gave Hayden an ultimatum on the advice of her therapist.
I basically said, if you are accepting Brian back into your life, I cannot be in your life. I cannot communicate as long as this is happening.
And that was the beginning of their estrangement.
I needed it. I needed to have that pocket of time. Of course, I thought it was going to be a pocket of time. I did not, by any stretch of the imagination, think that this was going to happen to Hayden. I don't know why, I just didn't. Maybe I didn't want to.
Hayden released a book about her life, This Is Me, A Reckoning, back in May. She came to Nightline to promote the memoir in what would be one of her final interviews.
This is the first time where I'm walking out. It's my very raw self. I'm not promoting a project or a character that I played. This is the raw version of me.
In the book, she recalls telling her mom at 19 that she didn't want Vogel to manage her career anymore, and Vogel replied, "You owe me." Vogel remembers that moment, but says her version doesn't match Hayden's.
I remember being in her trailer and literally saying nothing. I knew that day would come. It's not that I didn't expect it, but it was very short, very brief conversation, and then she turned and went to set.
Did it hurt to read that in the book?
You know, it just, I know I didn't say what she said I said.
Vogel lost her son Jansen in 2023, just 28. He was Hayden's little brother.
You've now lost 2 children in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Where do you go from here?
Just trying to I think you just have to find that inner strength. I have been knocked down throughout my life, and I'm not complaining because I have the strength to get back up. And that really is, it's not if we fall, it's how we get back up that defines who we are.
Vogel says that while her current focus is on the investigation into Hayden's death, she will be planning a celebration of her life down the road.
What do you want Hayden to be remembered for?
I want Hayden to be remembered for the talented, beautiful, outgoing, intelligent woman she really was. But I also want people to understand that it is my belief that she was suffering. Now, that doesn't make sense, because when you look at a beautiful girl who's got an incredible career, even though it has had its ups and downs, but you look at that big picture and you go, why would you be suffering? People don't understand that you can have on the exterior all of this, but that doesn't mean that what's going on in here matches.